Hey there, this is Angela with Parkos Permaculture. Right at my back door, it's early September, and we're having a heat wave here in Portland, Oregon. I have this little area that I set up. If you follow my Facebook page or Instagram, you might have seen it. It's just a big old wooden plank right at my back door, and I use it as a cooking station where I run my rice cooker and my crock pot and my instant pot. I didn't grow up in a family that used those kinds of cooking appliances, but I actually use them a lot. And one of the main reasons I do is because you can cook outside and keep the heat out of the kitchen and also excess moisture out of the kitchen. So when it's hot out, I'm usually cooking outside. And also we have 6 people in our family, so it just makes sense to cook in a way that is often a big one-pot meal. So today I am making kind of like a bean and sausage stew, and I just cut up a bunch of kale from the garden and I'm getting ready to add it, and I thought I would just share with you all a little cooking tip really quickly. So first of all, this is dwarf curly Scotch kale, which is one of my favorite kales. If you look at it here, it's really curly, and it's a little bit more robust than the Russian red kale, and I feel like it holds up really nicely in soups and stews. I also think it's a great kale for drying. It makes really lovely kale chips. It's also very cold hardy, so it will keep producing all the way through the winter. So I'm going to open my Instant Pot here. And this is my tip I wanted to show y'all. So whenever I make a soup or a stew, in this case, again, it's sausage, and actually was out of any kind of navy bean, white beans. So I'm actually using black-eyed peas because that's what I had on hand, and tomatoes from the garden, and a bunch of spices and paprika and stuff. But when I buy Parmesan or Romano cheese and I'm done grating it, I always save the rind. I freeze them in, I have a little bag right inside the door of my freezer, and I just pop them in there. And then when I go to make soups and stews, I throw that rind in, and you get all this really good Parmesan flavor infused into your soup or stew, and it also thickens it a little bit. And that way it doesn't go to waste, right? This isn't really good for grating, but it's still perfectly edible, and it adds a lot of that delicious umami flavor to your food. So again, that permaculture principle, produce no waste. How can I use everything and view everything as a resource? Definitely saving those hard cheese rinds and using them in soups and stews and cassoulets and things like that is a great way to make use of them so that they do not go to waste. All right, I'm going to add my kale here and let this cover and simmer for another half hour, and then we're going to have dinner. Hope y'all are staying cool and enjoying the fruits of your garden right now. I'll be back soon.